let's get to work. Let's get to work. Should we do a little bit of thought processes for the for our the DLC? What do we got in terms of thought process? So the last time we were doing a bit of thought processes, we'd do an automatic pistol as the second primary weapon that we'd add in for the DLC. The contracts roguelike mode. Okay. I still have to wrap my head around how this is going to play out. Ontario's governor is doing stuff with the money for sure. It is really bad. It's like borderline corrupt. No, it's not even borderline. It is corrupt. It is corrupt. You'd have to change the damage system. We are going to be changing the damage system, at least on the player. So they're going to have a health bar now instead. They'll have a health bar instead. I think that will play a lot better. The cash will be usable at shops to buy guns, stuff like that. I was also thinking, hear me out, what do you guys think? About recoil. If I added recoil in the game. How'd you do recoil on top down? That's a thing. I don't think we can. It would just be like a third person feature that you could probably turn off. I'd probably make it so you could turn it off. I feel like recoil is a bit missing in the game, but also like it's a different kind of game. It wouldn't feel Hitman like, it'd feel Soldier with recoil. Does Hitman have recoil? I feel like it's got bullet spread at least, right? If you have an insane amount of money, start investing in startups, research, etc. You invest in your nation. That results in the average wealth of the country going up, meaning your value also going up. Listen, man, I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of money. And also, I really don't think that many people are investing in Canada right now. Because, like, what benefit do you get from doing that? You could do spread about how do you solve the displacement between top-down and first and third person. I think it would just be, we just increase the spread as you keep firing and stuff, but I'm going to run for office in Ontario and then rename it to Swantario. Okay, I will, you got my vote. I wouldn't expect a game like Street Fighter to have recoil. Yeah, I don't know if I would do the recoil. It was an idea that I had circulating in my head. More predictability than investing in the US at the moment? I don't know. Canada's doing pretty rough from an economic standpoint. It's doing pretty, ouch! I'm more curious how you're going to handle the perks. Are they separate from the guns? You could think of them as like relics in Slay the Spire. I'm still trying to think through what kind of perks we're going to have. So essentially the perks are like items that provide like a passive benefit. So for example, plus 25 health or plus 25% health, plus 25% stamina, for example. Some easy, simple ones. Then we go higher. It's like increased melee damage. Added primary magazine, stuff like that. Is there a cap to the perks? Do we upgrade them? I'm thinking it would just be a one-time thing. So you get the perk and it's just a one-time perk kind of thing. The thing is, we can't go crazy. I can't think of a way of going crazy in this game with in terms of like itemization. Sure, we can have different customized weapons, but what does like adding a foregrip or a sight do for a gun in this game? There's no benefit to having a different scope or whatever to a gun in the game. unfortunately, right? That's why I was thinking, do we maybe add in some sort of like bullet spread, which I think there is bullet spread already. I want to say there is bullet spread in the game when you shoot a gun like an SMG, for example. I'm trying to think of a level that has an SMG, the manor. Am I like lagging? What's going on? Youch! Did I not put 14 enemies in this room? I think we got to recount some of the enemies in some of the earlier levels, because I think if we added one more enemy there, we would have had at least 2 clean suits. Okay, so the SMG I think has a little bit of a spread. I don't know if it increases while you're shooting. Youch! The fucking fire extinguisher hit me in the face. Up! Okay, so I think it's just random. It doesn't increase with time. I think it's just fully random. I think we can maybe change that. Some weapons do have a bit of spread, like the SMG. However, I don't think players don't really like the spread very much, which I get. I get that. I'm also thinking of as part of the free update, we're gonna improve the melee weapon combat, I think, a little bit. We're gonna try to improve it. I'm gonna try to find ways of making it feel better. The guy behind me? Teleportation plus roundhouse kicks, soldier 76 aimball ultimates. Yeah, there's some visual upgrades that I'd like to do to the game as well. I'm hoping with the free update we can revisit some of the old levels. Now that I've kind of improved some of my environment art skills, I think we can do some big upgrades to all of this stuff. Big scythe in this room? Dude, we can't use scythe in this project because it's UE4. I had a thought where it's like maybe for the 1.1 update we move it to UE5, but I feel like that's too risky. But I would love to use scythe in here. Time to upgrade the project. I just don't think we'd gain much. I feel like it would just cause, like, for existing players, I feel like it would cause... There's too much potential where things could go wrong. Upgrade to Unity. Upgrade, huh? Could even do pistols with more forgiving randoms. Allows you to add laser pointers, optics to reduce the spread. So I thought I went through the idea in my head. What if we made the primary weapon not as powerful in the roguelike? I think we lose the entire identity of what makes this game the way it is, which is the combos, getting 7 kills in a row, stuff like that. I feel like we lose that entirely. And I think I came down to the idea where it's like, I think it's better that we don't remove it. Even though the primary weapon is super powerful, I think that's the whole point of the game, I feel like, to some extent, right? So I think, yeah, we probably don't want to remove the primary weapon. What we could do is make it so you don't have any spare magazines at all. It'd feel weird if it was like The Division. It'd just be a different game, which I don't think is necessarily good. Like, it's already going to be quite different because you have the health bar and everything else, right? But yeah. Uninstalled 426, which is taking up 40 gigabytes somehow. I think this is 427. I think Street Fighter is 427. Yeah, my problem is the guns. I don't know how much more we can do with the guns. There's only so much we can do with the current game structure if we try to keep the identity of the game. You know what I mean? With the roguelike mode. So our best bet is to just treat it as a run and gun game. A cool run and gun game, and keep that kind of identity going. Slap in some little stuff here and there. And I think that's probably our best bet for the roguelike. It's not going to be like a completely different game, I don't think. But yeah. Probably 427 installed somewhere too. From 40 gigabytes with UE4 to like 20 for UE5.6 is pretty nice, even if I don't use it anymore. How did you get a lower space in UE5? Because for me, it was 40 gigs, I think, for UE5.6. I'm pretty sure it's not 20 gigs for UE5.6. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe disable some options? Maybe. I want to say UE4 wasn't 40 gigs. I think it's maybe... Jay, you might have your derived cache, like your cache, shader cache and everything. You might have that shit saving in your... on your engine side. I have it saving on my project side. The derived data cache or whatever. Okay, we need some different music. It's time for some different music. I have my DDC on my engine side. Yeah, I just do it on project side because then I can just clean it up on my project. It makes it more of like a controlled environment. Terraria soundtrack. No, schedule 1. Let's go. We're in. Yes, man. Oh, dude, hell yeah. All right. Yeah, we're going to have to think through how we do the roguelike without changing up the game too much. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I don't really know how much we can change in the game before it starts to not feel like the game anymore. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? If we make the primary weapons not as powerful, I think it's just a completely different video game. Because it didn't have the other target platforms? I see. Interesting. Linux is like 20 gigs? Is there any use to having that in the engine? Like, does packaging Windows occur any differently when you don't have the Linux target platform installed? My new game is a banger. Which one is this, Jay? Have I heard of it yet? Traditional roguelike map, split off areas. Each area because we had different modifiers. Map would look like investigator board, health bar rather than getting killed in one shot. Currency / cash usable shots, which is its own location on maps. Perks, acts as relics, provides buffs and or unique modifiers for the player. Trying to gauge the point of the other weapons and the currency. Are we trying to make them as strong / close to primary weapons? So I think at the beginning we would make the primary weapons. I think we would change up the game a little bit in the sense that, well, one thing to consider, I think a lot of players are not getting clean suits. In fact, I think there's an achievement to get a clean suit, and I think the percentage is not 100%. It's so only 73% of players have achieved a clean suit. Now, we could maybe assume that 27% of players just have not played the game. Maybe they immediately refunded the game. I don't know. I'm assuming this is anybody that has launched the game is now considered a player. It's a very cozy game, which is a 180 from the horror game, but the interaction in this game should be really fun. Hell yeah, dude. Surely the game's launched, right? So complete the entire campaign series. Only 37% of players have completed the campaign series. Complete the entire Miami series. Only 18%. Roma series, 15%. Sahara series, 13%. 12%. Sydney series. Complete all chapters, levels, and arenas, 11%. Is everybody who owns the game considered a player? An achievement for launching the game, which not every player has. I have no idea. That's a good question. Oh, by the way, someone complained that participation award was a thing. They were so mad that they got this achievement because they actually got a D rank on a mission. I rage baited someone with the Steam achievement that says to get the D rank, which is okay. I'm never doing this again for any games because it's just not a fun achievement. But I really wanted to do that because I thought it would be so fucking funny. And hell, it fucking was when I got that complaint. Oh, dude, dude, made me slightly feel bad, and then I laughed about it because I thought that shit was so funny. Oh, shit, man. Oh my god. This shit's so funny. May 2025, I got a clean suit. I think that's when I bought the game. Yeah, so I guess, so we can assume that 73% of players are able to get clean suits. That being said, I think in the beginning, your primary weapon would have no spare magazines. So if you miss a shot and you don't have like a bullet dropped or something like that to pick up to then get another clean suit, then you basically have to go to do the secondary weapons or use your fists. And then as you get perks, we can start making it so you start getting spare magazines and whatnot. Yeah. Maybe I should make it C or a below for the participation award. Nah, I think it's fucking funny. I think it's funny. I think, don't I have a skill issue? I do have a skill issue achievement as well. We have a skill issue achievement. Actually, no. That was the one the person complained about, was the skill issue achievement. Where is it? Skill issue. Complete a mission with 20 plus deaths. This was the one that they were complaining about. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole? It's like the affinity system you already have. Well, we don't really have an item system in the game. Gamers need to lighten the F up. I wish I could find the comment where the person was like upset about this achievement. You do at the start of a campaign. So, yeah. So in the roguelike mode, I think we would do a thing where at the very beginning you select one of 3 guns to choose from. Either that, or maybe in the beginning you don't start with a primary weapon. Could do that too, but I feel like that'd be kind of annoying. I feel like that'd be kind of annoying. Because then you have to wait until a shop before you get a primary weapon. So I was thinking in the beginning, it would be pick one of 3 different primary weapons to choose from. Are we the baddies? I don't know. And listen, man, as a game developer, I'm trying to have some fun with this shit too. And I think it's just funny to put achievements like that, that in my opinion are relatively harmless in the whole grand scheme of life. So, yeah. You do have the achievement as well? I do. Probably because of a lot of testing, but I do. I do have the achievement as well. Yeah, I do want to do a thing where you pick one of 3 primary weapons to start with. Oh, so the new game isn't all that new. It's what I originally made the ocean system for? Wait, really? That's kind of funny. The horror game was just a byproduct of it. Yeah, so the idea is you would pick one of 3 primary weapons at the very beginning. My worry with a pick one of 3 primary weapon system is a player could technically just end the run and then try to get the primary weapon they want. You know? So that kind of sucks. I mean, that's on the player. Yeah, but players are going to do that. I guess maybe that's not my responsibility. So, so yeah, let's do pick one of 3 primary weapons at the beginning of a run. Hedge theory? Have you heard of it? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. No spare magazines by default. Okie dokie. Is my YouTube live stream? Oh, it is live. Okay. I was like confused. Edge theory, am I right? See, this guy's horny. I'm not fucking horny. Whoever called me horny at the beginning of the stream, this guy's horny.
Shit my pants, I did. Huh?
I'm literally not. Ellie, thank you for the prime, man. Thank you. Add a Russian roulette between each level so you can only win if you luck all of those also. That's crazy. That's insane. We should put some other action movie-esque stuff in here, though, to break up the constant shooting and punching and whatnot. We can't do any like platforming challenges because the game doesn't have any platforming. I know Ronin could do that. Ronin could have middle sections where there's like platforming. But I do feel like we do need a little something to break things up here with this one. When you design a walkway and you want the walkway to look beautiful, you place hedges and plants and a bench. But now people walk your walkway and they want to sit, so you put a bench. But people like the view near the hedges on the other bench and make their own walkway through the hedges, so you put a fence. Instead of creating a walkway through the hedge for the people, you created a barrier to what you see is right. Now people walk your walkway and they want to sit, so you put a bench. People who like the view near the hedges on the other bench and make their own walkway through the hedges, so you put a fence. Instead of creating a walkway through the hedge for the people, you created a barrier to what he sees right. Why would people walk through the hedge? Grim, you don't understand gambling is the way to go. Listen, I'm not putting gambling in the game. Maybe I will. I don't know. He explains it better. Bro, this is a 51-minute long video! Grok, summarize this video in 2 sentences or less. Here's a timestamp.
And if those paths are different than the ones that were laid out and planned, well, you will see what you see here.
Oh.
A dirt path cut through the grass that reflects hundreds and hundreds of people taking this path. I was thinking about trying to come up with a clever visual way of presenting my idea. When I started Googling around, I was delighted to discover that an artist had beaten me to people one against the corner.
Dude, I actually see this in one of the parks nearby in the city. This guy ruined WoW. I don't know who this is. WoW was already ruined. It's a fucking dog shit MMO. Go play RuneScape. You're welcome.
It's going to continue as it will. Overly simple, but things will be fine. Will you embrace what people are telling you and showing you very clearly they want to do? You make that every day and try to...
Okay, so the overall consensus is players are going, or people are going to go against your grain, so you have to follow what they're doing and kind of just go with the flow rather than trying to fight against it. There's no way people would walk through the hedge. Oh, come on. People are that. Yeah. Well, yeah, they probably would. Yeah, they would. Beat the fuck out of a bush. The hedge theory. Brother, that's the wrong kind of hedge theory, Jay. Brother, that's for stocks. This dumb motherfucker. Oh, man. AI overview. Google an ass. I've definitely seen that happen in parks, though. You just see a dirt path because they're just cutting through. Because I don't know which dumb motherfucker chose the brick path for the thing, but they were dumb as fuck. But I understand the point. Basically, don't try to create a barrier for fun, essentially. Yeah. I get it. Smoke break room is a loading screen / holding area. The in-between screen would be the this kind of, we do a board like this. And this would be the in-between things, but I don't know. How do we break up the shooting gameplay without making it annoying? Games work with constrained rules, though. If you have no barrier at all, you make a bland open world. Well, obviously, right? Obviously. It's one of our issues with train rot, to some extent. Sleep with the boss's wife minigame? Dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to make this roguelike feel like it's still got the identity of the game, but not like you're giga powerful right off the bat. Because I know the primer weapons can make you feel extremely powerful. So it's going to be interesting. And then the perks as well. See, the thing is, it's not like we have cards. We don't have like a card system. We also don't have like an inventory system, so we can't like give like flashbangs or different tools to the player that are kind of out there. That being said, Hitman doesn't do that. But that being said, Hitman has so many more systems there to make it work. Hitman's roguelike. World of Assassination or whatever it's called. Jessica Rabbit. I literally don't know who that is. So yeah, it'll take a little bit of balancing, I think, to make this feel good and like work well as a roguelike for sure. But I think it's doable. I think it's definitely doable. I was thinking, instead of taking you back right away, maybe let the player go through a few floors before it takes you back to staging. I think the level system would be done in such a way where we try to maybe make it so it's almost like a chapter. It's multiple levels in one kind of thing, and you go through it. It's not necessarily you going through a path. I think that's probably how we'd want to do it anyways. But yeah. Anyways, that's section 1 of the stream done. Doing a little bit more brainstorming for how we're going to deal with the Suit for Hire DLC, which we're probably going to work on a stream in a week or two. We're going to probably shift our focuses a little bit. Train rot will be the side thing for a little bit while we work on the Suit for Hire DLC. I do think the Suit for Hire DLC is, from a business standpoint, probably the better thing to focus on. I don't know if you guys would agree, but I think probably would be the better thing to focus on. Will there be a theme for the DLC? It's just going to be... Most of the DLC is going to be A couple new primary weapons that you can use across all systems. And then it's going to be mostly the roguelike mode. Train Rot is dead. Big red arrow. It's not. I want to see the 100 floor game. That's not happening. That shit ain't happening, brother. That is not happening. So yeah, it'll be a roguelike. It'll be called... the DLC will probably be called Contracts. Contracts. I need to go into brush editing. I don't know who the fuck made this tool. But it is ass. Because if you hit the extrude button and then go back to edit, I think it extrudes it. Edit. Okay, we're fine. The scale button doesn't work if you have multiple things selected. The edge cannot be scaled down. Unreal Engine. Brush editing is straight dookie. Optimize the selected geometry. How do I select everything? How do I select all? There you go. I guess by doing it like that. Contracts is cool. And fight big baddie. Yeah. That's the... Well, we'll see what we end up doing for the ending. Ideally, it's like you're taking out a contract and taking out a dude, but it's like, I don't know if we're going to actually show you taking out a dude at the end. Maybe we do it as a little cutscene or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Now, of course, we do want to make this, I want to figure out where is the loose ends in the game. Like, the loose ends right now is, like, there's not much to do, right? We could maybe introduce a lot more maintenance tasks throughout the game, which we do have to do, either way. There's a lot of missing pieces there. The gameplay loop. Yeah. I hate saying that because it's like, I feel like a lot of developers focus too much on the gameplay loop. I think there's so many elements that make a game more than just the gameplay loop, but in the case of this game, I think we are missing some parts of the video game. Some of that is the monster, of course. We do need to improve the monster AI a lot more. You need the win condition, the lose condition, and the problem/obstacles to achieve the victory. Well, yes, but that's really simplifying it a lot more than it than what needs to be going into it. That's like saying, hey, this house needs walls, a roof, and a floor. Okay. What's the roof made out of? How do we build the roof? It really is just that simple. Just make a fun game. It's that simple. Oh my shit. Are all assets made by you? Not all of them. Some of these are some blockout stuff. But most of it in this project has been our own art, though. Most of it has actually been our own stuff. I have to go through the marketplace assets, or I have to go through the marketplace and buy a bunch of like monster assets, because that's something I do want to do. I think the big thing we need to do is add a lot more maintenance tasks throughout the train. We're lacking a lot of maintenance tasks. The main ones that we only have right now are like electricity going out. Hey, well, just speak of the devil. Whereas the front train has most of the shit. So we need to add a lot more stuff to the different cars. And I think that'll be a big... That's a big step forward already. Right now we just don't have that much stuff in all of the trains because I just haven't added that. So I think that might be like the next step is just add a lot more. Like right now the only train that has this gear maintenance task is the front of the train. So we do need to start like laying those out in varying places. We do need to start laying that out. So let's go into each car and maybe we can start fucking around with that. The cargo car, I feel like could have a gear cog task. I could see that working quite well in here. I don't know where, but somewhere here. Yes, here, right here, right here, right here, here, right here. Yes, that's the spot. What makes each car important? So some of the so I think one of the nice things with the cargo is once we put a crowbar in, or we put specific crates that can be broken open. These some of these cars will be benefited a lot from specific items that you find, which I think should be fun. So the screwdriver might be able to open up certain like vents or something like that, for example, right? The sledgehammer can break open small crates. We just have to design them differently. So then that way we know they're like breakable. Crowbar will probably be able to open up big crates. So we do have to add crowbar to our list, actually, our item list. Crowbar. Crowbar. And then, of course, in certain cars, there's unique monsters associated with those cars, unique types of items that might be associated with those cars, and then unique maintenance tasks. So we just have to, I think we just need to make the maintenance tasks a lot more prominent, a lot more of a forefront mechanic in the game. Maybe we make it so if the maintenance, if there's too many maintenance tasks, maybe the train like dies. Maybe we just make that part of the core part of the game or something. I don't know. We could see. We could see. Because I do think the maintenance tasks right now are kind of just like a side thing that don't matter that much. I think we can make them more risky. And maybe that's the... So we were thinking before, right now, in the main game, you have to finish a quota to get to the next station. An idea I had was like you get 3 stations that you can stop at, and you can stop at them at any time. But you have to like have the fuel quota by the end of it. That was an idea I had. So in that way players have a little bit more control. It's a little bit more along the lines of Lethal Company, I guess. But that might work a little bit better. Yeah, the monsters also adds a lot. I think the monsters, it's almost like if I compare it to Suit for Hire, having no monsters is almost like having Suit for Hire with no enemies. It's like you have certain things that are there, but it's just like, what do you... Maybe it leads to the engine exploding. We could do that, right? That could be the result. What are you doing working on a national holiday? Listen, man. I gotta make money. I gotta make the video game. I gotta make the video game. What am I supposed to do on a fucking holiday? Go outside? Listen, my nearby gym is closed. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't even work out, man. No, do not redeem. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. All right, whatever. You know, whatever. Bro, sounded like a kid poke a victim for a second there. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Don't redeem. No more push-ups, please. My body is still sore. It's actually kind of crazy. My arms are still sore from pull day, and that was on Thursday.
Love doing push-ups. I do.
Do you think Yoda did CrossFit? I feel like he's a CrossFit kind of guy. I feel like he'd do CrossFit. What if your reward comes from a cargo cart at the back and a risk of it being decoupled? Got to keep it attached to get to the station? That could be a cool idea. We could add that as like a side task kind of thing. It's like, you got to keep that shit attached at the very back. That could be interesting. The problem is you'd have to run to the very back of the train constantly. And we don't really have too many solutions for getting to the back of the train. Yoda looks 200 years old and can do wall jumps and flips. He definitely does. Dude, he's in on CrossFit. He's calisthenics, CrossFit motherfucker. He's in there. How about we just get rid of the trains? There's an idea. Now we're talking. There's a fucking idea. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Was I a train kid? No. Actually, I think as I got older, I kind of respected trains a lot. I was like, damn, this shit's kind of crazy. If you think about it. Was I a dinosaur kid? No. That was one of my cousins. That was one of my cousins. One of my cousins is the dinosaur kid. I'm not the dinosaur kid. I was the Star Wars kid. I still am sort of, I still like Star Wars. I won't let the shitty fandom kill my vibe. I was a Pokemon, I guess. I still am. Yeah, I was a eat sand in the park and then regret everything kid. Last Star Wars meet I ever watched was the Last Jedi movie. Okay, do yourself a favor and watch Andor. Andor is a good time. But if you don't care for it, that's perfectly fine. I get it. Explains a lot. Excuse me? What do you mean? What do you mean? Not the first to recommend Andor? Andor is a good time. Crib did this to himself? What is this? This better be good. And I gotta make money. I gotta make the video game. I gotta make the video game. What am I supposed to do on a fucking holiday? Go outside? Listen, my nearby gym is closed. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't even work out, man. No, do not redeem. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Wait. No, seriously, do not redeem. I'm not in the mood. Yeah, Andor's a good time. 25 seconds. Guys, hear me out. I think we need more maintenance tasks. I think we need more types of maintenance tasks. Isn't that what you'd want? Kind of. I think forcing players to go to the very back of the train might be kind of annoying, though. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You need monsters? I know we need monsters, too, but we need a little bit of everything. I feel like. Maybe. I don't know. Oh my god. Bringing the gym to you. Yeah, sure, man. Mods. That's what you get for working on a holiday? Listen, man, coffee tastes like... Coffee costs like $8 a drink these days, okay? I can't afford holidays. No one can. You buy $100 of groceries and it's not a full cart anymore. No. It's like 6 items. Not if you go to Tim Hortons, it's like $4. Going to Tim Hortons is like willingly swallowing slop. No, I don't really buy coffee from a cafe as often. I just buy a bag and then I just make my own coffee. Have you had their white hot chocolate? It's like crack. That's just straight up sugar. I'm never going to Tim Hortons ever again, though. What are some tasks installed? Safe routes, maybe in a series of tubes, like oversized mail chutes. We actually do. So, there one in here? Oh yeah, there it is. These, the item delivery system is what we use. You can pay 1 credit to send items to the front of the train. So we have that. We might make it so this can also send to players. That could be kind of fun as well. Coffee drinker preaching about how sugar is bad for you. Curious? You do know that you can drink coffee without putting sugar in it, right? I really wish you would allow it to suck up players and they get stuck and clog it. Dude, we will. Oh, we will. We'll probably make it as an upgrade that you can get at stations. Caffeine isn't exactly good for you. Caffeine actually, I'm pretty sure, is a very like researched thing that isn't horrible. Especially like if you're, as long as you know, don't intake too much of it. Just like with anything. Don't intake too much vitamins. Okay, so putting a gear maintenance task in here is good. The cars. I think there's a Steam task in here. It'd be really funny if there was a task in here where you have to clean a car. You have to go in and clean the car. You have to do an oil change. This car could be like up here and you got to do an oil change. Got to pump out the oil and then put in the new oil. Holy shit. This game is really just like, okay, what can we throw at it? Just throw a bunch of spaghetti at the wall and see if it sticks. How does changing oil from that car influence the train? So some tasks wouldn't necessarily influence the train. They would just be as a way of earning income. or they would affect monsters' behavior. So certain things might affect the monster's behavior rather than affecting the performance of the train. There's like 3 severities of tasks. There's one which is low, which provides money and could potentially affect monsters nearby, like their behavior. 2 would be, it affects the performance of the train, but it won't like cause detrimental damage. 3 would be like super high urgent, like if this goes off, the entire run is over. We do need to work on the monsters though. I was thinking, what if we lowered the run speed for the player? But then I thought about it. It's like running from train to train might suck balls. Might really suck. Uh-oh. The soundtrack? What? Is the soundtrack bad? The Schedule 1 soundtrack? No, Schedule 1 soundtrack is great. While I think Schedule 1 is a really good game, I do think the soundtrack does a really good job of just keeping the momentum. I think it kept the momentum going because it's just such a good soundtrack while you're like doing drugs and shit. Not doing, but like making drugs. Yeah, maybe we just need to work on the monsters more. Maybe it's not the tasks. Although I think the tasks do, you know, do something. But yeah, I think the monsters are definitely maybe the missing piece at the moment. The problem is, how do we do it? How do we do the monsters well? I think we need to do some research. What if we... Okay, let's watch some... Maybe we watch a bit of, like, repo gameplay. I have never made horror game monsters. I think we should just... Leave the company repo or nothing with a monster variety. I would, yeah. I think Lethal Company would literally be empty without the monsters for sure. Let's start a notepad real quick. Actually, we'll just go to Notion. Notepad 2.0. Where's Notepad 2.0? Notepad 2. Hold on, pause this. Let's see here. 2026-05-18. Research. Oh, we gotta put the map in the game too. I think that would be very helpful, because then that way you know where maintenance tasks are occurring and stuff. Repo has 29 different monsters, by the way. I know. We got a list of monster types that we want to do, but... I don't know how the fuck we're gonna model the monsters. I've never modeled monsters before. Like, I know we got employee 233, but like, he's basically just the employee, but slightly modified. There's a virus on Steam right now, apparently. Wait, what do you mean? There's a virus on Steam right now, apparently. Like, a game with a virus? Oh, a game? Yeah. That happens so often. That happens so often. You know what I should do is probably turn off auto updates. Which game is it? Do you know which game? What's the game called? It's a random called game Beyond the Dark. Beyond the Dark? Beyond the Darkness? It's already gone. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't think you gotta make it 50-50 with tax monsters. That's why I keep talking about them. If you think about it, replay is only one task. Yeah, but I think in this game, if we only do the concept of you have to bring items to the front and feed the engine, I just don't think it's enough. I think having those random tasks that you gotta do is a nice, like, middle ground of adding to it. But yeah, I do think monsters are definitely a big thing. Another one. Yeah, dude, it happens weekly at this point. Like, where someone's fucking Steam game is being hacked. Because nowadays, to push a build to a game, you have to authorize it through Steam, your phone. You have to authorize it through the Steam app. Brother, you're not going to carry that. You need a second hand. you're not getting that in. My guy, you're not getting that in. Uh-oh. So, is that the, like, jump scare effect, technically? Why did that scare me? Oh, come on, man. Listen, I get scared at everything, and that... So, that monster didn't make any noise until they were, on screen. Brother, I think he's breaking your shit. Who is that? You can't Goomba stomp him. Turn off the TV. God, that's great, though. It randomly turns on, and it becomes an audio component for monsters. All right, first note. I need an effector sound of monster if you see a monster after turning quickly. When you see a monster. Different levels of severity when seeing could be implemented for the type of scare. Briefly seeing them not aggressive yet. Briefly seeing them from a distance in front of you without turning. Turning and seeing the monster nearby, not aggressive yet. Monster jump scare. Not like an actual kind of jump scare. I think it would be like if the monster monster appears behind you and player's camera is turned to them quickly. Monster appears behind you and the player camera is turned to them quickly with a different sound effect, etc. And then the monster is aggroed. So basically, if the monster is behind you, aggroes onto you, instead of them immediately attacking you, they might do like a little jump scare kind of effect thing. So then that way you have a chance of running away. I'm thinking we could do it like that. Briefly seeing them from a distance in front of you without turning. So that would be like maybe a little tiny sound effect with music. Turning and seeing the monster nearby. Moderate sound effect with music beginning. And then big sound effect with music. It does like a zoom into the monster, plays effect, and then causes aggro. Yeah, I'm thinking that could be our way of doing that there. Turning and seeing the monster nearby, not aggressive yet. We would need a middle one here. Seeing monster and monster becomes aggressive in your line of sight. With chase music. Yeah, okay. We're gonna need some pretty dynamic music system here. Okay, good. There needs to be some items that are big enough to block your FOV, but it's good for feeding the engine. Yeah, we currently have no items right now that are like big items. I think the biggest item we have that you can carry is maybe the record player or the fuel container. We do need some like big items that you can feed, because I think that'd be fun. Like you gotta like drag it against the floor. That would require our we gotta refactor how we do the dragging. So then that way mass is taken into account a lot more. That is one problem that we have right now. Seems like the monster was just there waiting. Yeah, I think the thing is, the monsters shouldn't be there as a way to like instantly kill you. They should be there to enhance the experience, right? Take a shot every time Kerm says refactor. Listen here, motherfucker. Alarm goes off on the car it's clogged at. What we're gonna do is we're still gonna, every time you use the delivery system, it's gonna make a loud noise anyways. I don't think it's necessarily when it gets clogged. It's gonna probably make a loud noise, so then that way it like attracts some monsters to that area. Every time he says, you know what I mean? That would, I think you would actually get alcohol poisoning. I would not recommend doing take a shot every time I say, you know what I mean? Because I say that too often. I think you would actually die. Would not recommend. Can't leave tasks incomplete forever. Right, that's the thing. Some tasks are going to require your attention, for sure. I think we need to make the tasks have more of a heavy impact, even in the base game. I think that's going to have to be the gameplay flow. Especially if we do the whole thing with, like, you don't have to reach the quota exactly. It's just more so like, okay, reach the 3rd tier. I think that's probably how we're going to want to do it. I think doing a quota just to get to the next station is kind of ass. I think I prefer Lethal Company's way of doing it a little bit. The problem isn't being killed by the monsters, but not reaching tasks in time because of the monsters. I think the thing with the monsters and the tasks is they kind of interplay. The tasks affect the monsters, and then the monsters will affect the players. And the tasks also affect the train. So it's kind of like a basis of like, you really got to get this done. Otherwise, well, in the current stage of the game, it requires you to put more quota in. But I think we're going to change it a little bit so it has more of an impact. I think that'll make it more interesting. And then certain tasks, like for example, the nuclear bomb, if you don't repair the nuclear bomb because there's a monster blocking your way, or like you just won't get past it, then the nuclear bomb could go off and then end the run. Because there will be, I do want to add stuff like that where it's like later on in the game there might be tasks that like cause big like I think one of the ideas is if you don't repair a task, the entire train derails or whatever. Brother, do not turn on that monkey. Things will not go well for you. Yeah, catastrophic tasks, exactly. So I guess the first level, there's not many monsters, right? It started raining underwater. I gotta fix that. Brother, you got a leak. There's a really cool mechanic in Repo for a monster where it sort of magnetizes the player's camera on it and reduces FOV lots. Kind of nerve-wracking. That's what I was thinking for the monster jump scare. The camera gets turned to them. And then the monster is aggroed, and then we do like a bunch of effects and stuff. I think that could be a cool way of doing stuff. And then that way you're not instantly like hit by the monster from behind. Instead, it's kind of like there's a different price to it, which is your sanity. There's a different price to it. We deal a different kind of damage. You know, we could always pivot the game to be only maintenance tasks. And then we go back to the concept of like there's a minimum amount of time, or there's like a amount of time that the train has to go through. We could always pivot the gameplay to that. So you're just doing tasks. You know what I mean? That could be the pivot. One player is a killer. Well, not PvP. We could always make that a mode if we ever feel like it, but... Yeah, there was an idea. There is a potential chance where if the quota system with the items just is kind of annoying, we could always change it up a little bit, and then the items just become a way as like earning income. I don't know. We'll see. I still think you need a antagonist. I don't think time is up. Oh, well, the monsters were the antagonists, right? We still have monsters. I mean, we just removed the concept of feeding items to the engine. I think that could be a pivot if we feel like the playtesting is there's not enough, like, either A, too much is going on, or B, maybe it's just not fun enough. Maybe the doing the whole items thing is just not fun. No, we'd have the monsters still. We would just remove items, and tasks would become the main thing. Well, we wouldn't remove items. We'd remove the quota, I guess. Brother, you're not getting that flat screen TV. Just don't even bother. Why does this door make that noise? And you guys said my doors sound stupid. Listen to these fucking things. That's a really cool environmental thing. Like the snow is coming in. Oh shit. Dude, go back to that room. Oh, motherfucker. That's cool. The snow coming in. Very cool. So you really don't encounter monsters for a period of time. But you are gathering items in the cart. The hell is that? Huh? Bro, that plant looks fucking terrifying. It looked like a monster. Did nobody see that? Did you guys see that on the table? That shit looked weird. Is that a fish? A frozen fish? Am I seeing this shit right? Yeah, but anyways, the idea is if we do need a pivot, or if we do need a pivot, I think that could be one way of pivoting. It would be within your best interest to not carry that barrel. I'm telling you right now. Coffee. Coffee. Man, this dumbass kid. Would the game work if you just remove the... I guess the problem is there any incentive to picking up the items? I guess you'd have to sell it, so that becomes the incentive. I don't know. Do not pop that balloon. What do you do with money? You could buy items. Buy upgrades as well. That'll be the ideal. We don't have any upgrades yet, but we are going to work on that. Brother, don't get... Okay, let's go to the part where there's monsters, if there is any. Or why he look like that, though? Go take a shower. Alright. You can buy a gun? There's a gun in the game? Is he playing on journalist mode? No, he's just not seeing any monsters, I guess. Did the duck go in the backpack? Hey, dude, you can't say that beating up the rats in my game is... Look at this shit, man. I know he tries to kill you if he's awake, but like, come on. That's fucked up. Is that a big golden poop? Okay, hold on. I need to see some... We need to see some monster gameplay. Alright, something just happened. I literally just moved to him blowing up. Who the hell? Dude! Oh shit! This game's ridiculous. Is this guy like launching big explosive And he's beating up a dog, too. This shit's insane. Dude, this dog's crazy. What is going on? Youch! What is... He's rolling him around. It's so funny because there's multiple faces. They're all like, ah! They're all like yelling and shit. Yeah, we do need to make random shit, like make pinging noises. Oh, what if we do a camera system, and if a camera like spots you, then it starts going off. Like there's an alarm in certain cars. Uh-oh. What the hell happened here? There's a big pit. Oh yeah, we do need to add a bunch of pits in the cars too. I think that'd be great. That would be great. Putting some pits in the cars. Some places where you can fall. You gotta have a couple fall jokes in the game. Opportunities for fall jokes. Kids are not gonna know what the fuck that is. That's a cassette, for anybody curious. Or a VHS tape. Actually, that's not a cassette, that's a VHS tape. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying either. I'm clearly confused too. But why? You think we were born mid-COVID, Krim? Some of you motherfuckers don't know what a VHS or a cassette is, okay? So... How many Zoomers we got in chat? Raise your hand. So, in regular mode of repo, I think it's endless, isn't it? Isn't it technically endless? What the hell is that? Is that a fingernail? Is that a finger? I remember watching Jurassic Park about 1,000 times on VHS. I remember, I think, watching Star Wars on the VHS. I think it was Star Wars. Every time I wanted to watch it, we had to rewind the fucking thing. Oh, come on. You can't... Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to report this guy to child services. That's insane. Fucking painting. Not gonna lie, Repo's pretty basic art-wise. Yeah, I overdo a bit of the art in our game. A little bit. Well, not really. Well, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we need, cars that have fall pits. more monster behavior variety. Might entail making more monsters. More things that can cause noise events to attract monsters. Cameras. Cameras that can spot you and create an alarm. Items that cause larger sound events. Example, a TV that turns on. Things like that could be good. More monster behavior variety. More things that can cause noise events to attract monsters. Like our art style isn't crazy. Like, right? It still feels pretty basic art-wise, right? Or is it getting a little into the territory of not so basic? Like, I feel like it's pretty basic. I'm not doing any, like, we're not doing any high poly bakes. We do have, like, beveled edges, but I still feel like it's relatively basic. We need to delete this car or do something with it. We can't have this, like, flat area. It's basic, but it's your kind of basic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hell yeah. Uh-oh. We need to make these more rare, these phones, once we actually start attaching, once we start giving it some functionality. Because that's going to be a whole mechanic of its own. Where did the monsters spawn? Oh, there's one right here. See, this would be like an event. We need some sound effects. We need chase music. I think the monsters need to run faster. Either that or our sprint speed's too fast. Can a player self-boost with an item underneath them and fly? Maybe just the crate. The items don't have any self-collision yet. I think I will change that, though. Maybe not collision with the player character themselves, but other characters. How did he spawn here? What? Was able to not find a teleport location? Uh-oh. Oh, hey, look at that. He can't damage us anymore. Never mind. We need to refactor that. Take a shot. Take a shot. I'm actually gonna model werewolf. I don't know yet if I should buy marketplace assets for the monsters or model them myself. I don't know. I don't know if I should grab a marketplace asset or model it myself. I don't know yet. Because we can do the marketplace asset route, but then the problem is we might run into an issue where all the monsters start having like different art styles, and we kind of want to go Repo Lethal Company-esque art style anyways. So I don't know what to do. Like, we could pick this up, But then the problem is we gotta like decimate it a shit ton, right? We gotta decimate it a bunch. Lower the texture resolution. Are there any other werewolves? We looked at this one. Oh wait, I bought this one. I completely forgot about this one. I just don't like the look of it. I don't like the look of it, to be honest. I feel like having some fur would look really, like, a lot better. Hold on. I got like a thing on my nose, like some skin or something. Oh, there we go. Yeah, character model is going to be rough. But if we look at our references of Repo and Lethal Company, like, they don't have to be super detailed. They just need to be enough to show, like, what is the character trying to be. And then Lethal Company is just on a different art style basis. Like, they're just doing something different. And we don't need them to be super terrifying. If anything, I'm okay with them looking kind of funny. Jesus. Like, this one, I don't know why it doesn't really look that much like a werewolf. It looks more like a different kind of animal. Like, I know it's meant to be like a werewolf, but I don't know. I didn't know what to do with the art style. We can try adding this guy in. Let's try adding him in. Let's try adding him in. Let's try adding him in. Where do I do this? Epic Games Launcher. Epic Game. How the fuck? Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. We can slopify it. Maybe we could slopify it. Maybe we could add some of our own fur to it, like our own fur texture. Check this one out. Werewolf fully rigged 3D model. Brother. Oh, come on, brother. What the hell is this? $1, huh? Will work for money. This is he's got a sign that says will work for money. Right. Yeah, right. This apparently doesn't work in 5.6. The last version for this werewolf was 5.4. Great. Well, hopefully it still works. You have Jovix? Okay, we added the stylized werewolf. Okay, let's see how it looks. Maps, I don't need this. Delete it. Delete the maps folder. Goodbye. See you later. All right, animations. We got some animations. Let's see how they look. Yeah, they look all right. Why is double clicking so hard? Double click on it, please, Unreal. Adding a furry. Wait, let me see what the material resolutions are for this material. 4096. All right. Let's slopify it. 512. I think we can also make do without a normal map. But I think we're going to have to give him I'm curious what it would look like without the normal map. Let's like unplug the normal map. But he still look okay. Something looks off about this, and I don't know what it is. Is the Z supposed to be 1? Oh, the hell? That didn't. Why did that not default back to 1? Okay, let's see how he looks now without a normal map. He looks okay, but he doesn't look scary. He's gonna have to. We're gonna have to do some work to this guy. Okay, let's maybe. Does he have an animation blueprint already made, or am I gonna have to whip one up for him? In the environment, he might. Maybe. 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 I don't know. Posterization helps? Yeah, it helps a little bit. I do think if we gave him some actual fur, like that could really help, I think. I think I also hate his ears. I gotta say, I think it's the ears that also throw me really off. And the mouth. I think he should be drooling from his mouth. We should give him some drooling. Should make him drool. All right. Let's set up his animation blueprint. I'll go ahead and copy the animation blueprint from employee 233. I think I should be able to copy this and assign it to something else. Let me move this into the characters folder. And then I should be able to assign skeleton to the stylized werewolf, which, by the way, is using a completely different fucking skeleton. What is base human pelvis, motherfucker? All right, that's fine. I don't care. Okay, let's go to the anim graph and we'll start replacing things. Transform / modify bone head. What is the error? Head is not found. That's because the head is called base human head. Which dumb fuck did this? This is spine 01. This is spine 1. This is head again. Base human head. How did this pass the fab? I also think the bone is different. Spine 1. Tongue? Oh yeah, we don't have the tongue. Actually, no, we can remove this, actually. Spine 1. Does Fab even check bone names? I don't know. I don't think they give a shit. Locomotion, spine 1. Why is there so much spine 1? Oh, crouch pose. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Locomotion, idle. We need to select a different idle. Backed, idle, jump, idle 1 anims, idle jump start, jump idle anim. Fours, Idle one anim? No, I want him standing. I think he looks so much cooler when he's standing. Where is... Legged. There we go. He looks he looks a lot more terrifying looking like this. Big motherfucker. All right. Walk/run. Oh, great. We got to make another blend space. You got to be flipping kidding me. Yeah, here's an idea. I have an idea. On two-legged run anim. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's kind of creepy. Okay, that's good. That's great. This is great. Yes, man. Yes, man. All right. Okay. We're on to something. I think I do want him to go on all fours. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. He like switches to all fours, which is more like dangerous, and he does that for a little bit. I think that'd be cool. Anyways, let's hook him up. Let's see if his head also turns towards us. I'm really annoyed that I put this in like different places. Where's the enemies? Core? NPC. Werewolf. Maybe he hunts on all fours? Yeah, I think that could be the way we go about doing it. Sir, you're looking a little, tall? Okay, there we go. Much better. Should we make him a little bit smaller, or should he be this big? I feel like he should be this big. Two times at least? Okay, but let's not get too crazy here, okay? Let's not get too crazy here, okay? You're right, 4 times. Huh? All right, the event graph is probably all kinds of fucked up. No, it's not. It's using base pawn. Oh, shit. So this might actually work right off the bat. All right, let's see where the werewolf is. He also needs to make big footstep noises. We should see him spawn in. Hold on. Never mind. When searching, he's standing. Oh, that could be good. Yeah, that could be it. By the way, he's gonna play the running animation no matter what. We need to give him a one-directional blunt space. Wow! Wahoo! Is he gonna scare me the instant I see him? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh no. Is he walking in the water? Okay, did he spawn in the wrong place? Oh my god. Oh my god. He's playing the running animation even though he's walking. I just saw him for a split second. I saw the red arrow just pop by. Okay. Look at him. The running animation as a walk. Oh shit. Okay, I kind of want to keep that. That's kind of funny looking. Oh shit. Oh, it's got me in tears, dude. Oh my god, that's so fucking stupid. Wait, hold on. What? It's like he's tiptoeing. It does look like he's fucking tiptoeing. I want to see what the walk animation looks like. I'm actually all okay with keeping this run animation in here. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a diving animation. All right. He just T-posed on me when he jumped. He literally just T-posed. That's insane. Yep. All right. There's a lot of work to do with him. But I think I want to see him in his natural habitat, which is not in an inaccessible spot. I didn't, Jay. I have to check it out still. I don't think he fits the vibe I want to go for. I don't think he fits the vibe. Where did the employee spawn? I just heard him. I heard some wood footsteps. He's a bit creepy. Does he move his head towards us though? I don't think he is moving his head towards us. Okay, so one big issue is he's not moving his head. What about making your own texture for him? I think I will make my own texture for him. But I think we need to give him fur. I think fur will make him look a lot better. I think fur will help a lot. Just like a very furry texture. It'll also kind of make it look a little jank. The jump was just so funny, I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Alright, let's see this.
2-pointer, bitch. Oh. Oh my god!
8 foot
Swatted me.
freak of nature.
Check this out, bro. Money.
Kind of a funny little game.
Yeah.
Is this by the same developer who made Shotgun Roulette?
Keep following me, little bro.
It's got the identity a little bit. That, or it's the developer that made mouthwashing. It's got a bit of mouthwashing identity as well. Okay, first off though, let's fix up his expression focus is not working. Oh, I think that's like a whole system. Let me check the employee real quick. Yeah. Yep. Uh-oh. Shit. We already got some code in here for this. Oh, shit. Put that there. And then put this at the end. And now his head should turn towards us. which I think will look kind of cool. We do need to give him a one-directional blend space, though. I'm not sure who made it. What was it called? What was the game called? I wonder if a one-directional blend space already exists in here. Nope. Doesn't look like it. There seems to be two textures here. There is a diffuse and then an A texture. AD. Like one is brighter and the other is darker. I might fuck with the darker one actually. Why is there an A and a D? Yeah, I think they are variants. But where's B and then C and then D? A and D. A? D? I don't know. I think the difference is color, but albedo and diffuse. I thought of that, I guess. I thought of A as ambient, as if like there's an ambient light, because there is a bit of a different like lighting. It's not just a color difference. There's like an actual like, there's a slight lighting difference. You know what I mean? I think I like the darker one more. Pink Werewolf didn't make the cut. Nah, it didn't make the cut, sorry. Did not make the cut. So let's go ahead and make a one-directional blend space. Can you not do that anymore? Is it just a blend space? Why is that in Legacy? Okay. I think so too, Monk. I think fur cards will definitely give it a much more rougher look as well, which I think will help a lot. Versus this kind of like, dare I say, World of Warcraft-esque kind of vibe, which I don't fuck with. Yeah, I don't like his vascular like art. Like I don't know, it's just too. Looks like he did fucking drugs. Looks like he did some. What's the shit that people who work out use? Cocaine. No, the other thing. Steroids. Yeah, steroids. What about this? See, like that's creepy, but it doesn't really match the game. You know what I mean? But I do think adding fur will help. Some sort of like fur card will help for sure. Looks good though. Don't get me wrong, it looks good. I think I'm gonna maybe change up his face a little bit. I think I want to give him like longer nails. Or some. Yeah, a completely different art direction for sure. So we'll do idle, I guess. Bro, why? All right. I don't know if I'd go for that as a as an animation. No, wait, don't tell me they changed they put the legs at the wrong states, so it's like not blending properly. Is this an AI generated mesh? Parts of me are thinking this shit's fucked up, but we're gonna do a bunch of edits to it to make it our own. It is a marketplace asset, so who fucking knows? They say it doesn't use AI, but who knows? I do think the run is pretty goofy, but I think we're gonna give it some fur cards. I think that'll help a lot. So this is speed. Add some jiggle physics. You might be onto something. The texture to me just looks very stylized. I don't know if I'd say it looks AI, because then at that point you could say all of World of Warcraft looks like fucking AI to me. This just comes across as World of Warcraft. I think we can probably make some edits to it though, to make it look less shitty. How do I remove the vertical axis? How do I remove the vertical axis? Is there no technically one directional? I guess it doesn't matter too much. Try quick edit on the texture, remove everything except the eyes, mouth, and nails. I probably will do something a little bit like that for sure. I'm gonna rough up the texture for the hair 100%. I think we're gonna remove the well, maybe we could remove the muscles. I don't know. We'll see what we end up doing there. I'm gonna use the diffuse texture as a kind of a reference of where we're gonna put the fur. I think might put some fur where the ears are just too much. The ears are too much, I think. Yeah. Remove the muscles, not on my watch. It's clever, but fuck you. It's clever. Clever. With this texture though, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to give employee 233 an actual proper texture, because, well, yeah, he doesn't really look the part, you know. He doesn't really look the part anymore compared to, like, I think he's gonna need a texture. Even the player is going to need some texture, like added texture. Like he can't just be flat. I think we're going to want to give him some texture, some dirt and stuff like that. There's no more one directional blend space. They removed it in UE5. I saw it was there, but it's in Legacy. So, yeah. Okay, so now we got to change the maximum axis value. What is this guy's speed? Uh, 150 is the max desired speed. And then what about when he's aggroed? Erm. Um. Uh. Hmm. Oh, they just have a base value of 400. I think we're going to want to change that. But for now, let's just, I guess, just 400. And then this will be 150. He does look a little stupid, though, I will say. So then we got to go back to his animation blueprint. We got to do the walk run. And then put speed in here. And then we're all good. At 400, he could go on all fours. I think all fours should be a different state altogether. Like, that's probably when he aggroes on a player. When he's aggroed by sound, he'll stay on his legs, and then he'll go on all fours. I think when he sees a player, I think that could be the idea. All right, let's see how he looks with that. It's always the employee, man. It's always the employee. Great. And now he sees us. I also want to see if the head movement works. God, the head movement's the creepy part. Look at him. He's just staring at us through the window. Okay, he de-aggroed. Okay, goodbye. Now, werewolf. Where art thou? Please do not be in a... We gotta remove the arrow. The arrow doesn't really help too much for the vibe. Wait, he's not playing the right animation. Wait, he is playing the right animation. Wait, is his head looking at us? Hold on, I can't see. I think the rotations for the head is different. Great. Okay, let's just throw him into the scene. I'm gonna make it so he's on no navigation. That way we can start testing the head. Let me go to his animation blueprint real quick. And we gotta work on that. I'm in the wrong place. Help. Here I am. Look rotation. I think this is just focal point. So I think we can delete this. I don't really know what this is for. I don't really know what that was for. Oh, ragdolling. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need this for the werewolf. I made gremlins for my friendslop game. The behaviors look similar. Running to you and then jumping in your face. Yeah, the dive needs to be a little bit more purposeful in our game. We do need to make it a little bit more, yeah. Okay, so the look at axis. This is the Y. And this is the X. I don't know how we could determine this. So it seems like the X and the Z for look up and down. I think. Let's see. He's not really looking up at us. Why? Because I think the base bone is looking too far down. He's not looking forward. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I think the numbers are right. I think it's just... use the lookup axis as well. Wait, hold on. Maybe that was the problem? Oh, we're modifying his mouth. Guys, that's the wrong bone. That's the wrong number. Guys, that's the wrong number. The neck might be more along the lines of what we want. Look at clamp. Let's do 90. It's oh, there we go. Uh-oh. 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 Shit. Okay. I think 90 degrees might be a bit much. Why does the werewolf got a red big dong? Well, that's what he's going to attack you with. What else? Okay, good point. Maybe I should just hide that. We should probably turn off the line traces. Where the fuck is that? Guys, I don't know where that is. Oh, it's in his controller. As a game dev, you could probably publish the game and forget that was even there. Oh, the amount of things I've published with Sue for Hire, trust me. Some updates, I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that. I think it's in the controller. The controller. The controller. Draw debug string. 0 seconds. Actually, can't you disable a singular node? No? Okay. Sorry. Sorry I asked. We're also still drawing the pink boxes. I don't know where that is. Aha. I don't think we need to see that anymore because we're not really debugging that right now, so we can just turn that off. All right, let's put some nav mesh bounds in here real quick, just so we can test this guy out in a little closed space. Okay, all right, okay, and then this, I think, would be a good time where we start playing around with attack animations and do the attacks with attack animations rather than contact damage. Because right now he only deals damage through contact damage. Never mind. Apparently he broke. He broke a little bit. Something fucked up. I don't know what happened. I can run into him and it plays the tsh sound, like the same sound when you run to a wall. Okay, we have some... The attacks are a bit fucked. We have to work on that. Well, we got some work to do. His running animation is also not correct. I don't know what it is. How do we make this one directional? I don't know. How do we remove the vertical axis altogether? Because it's very likely he just wasn't playing it. How did he see us? Enemy model in the game, revolutionary. True, true. I do kind of hate, like, when you're going around a monster, they take a bit to kind of turns towards you. You guys know what I'm talking about? Well, right now he's just bugged. His attacks are just not very good. Something's wrong with his attacks. Something's wrong with the attack system that we made. Future me is now eating the fucking... What is he doing? Look at his run! Look at him! His walk. There's something wrong. What is the speed for walking? What the hell is the speed for walking? It's default speed. Okay, something's not right here. Max desired speed 150. Right. I put that in. It's supposed to look like this. But he's not walking like that. He's walking like this. I don't actually know how he's walking. I don't understand. What the hell is he doing? What's going on? Why he walking like that? Oh, random noise rotation. We can delete that. That was for the employee. Feel like the fur parts actually need actual fur? 100%. We're definitely gonna do that. That's on the to-do list. Dude, why? He's not walking at his actual speed. I want to see what he looks like when he's on all fours. I think we have a thing in here when he's aggressive. Is ragdolling, is prone. What are we using for that? I think we're using has focal point. Maybe the default walk speed is wrong? I have no idea, but maybe there's something in the NPC that sets their speed by default to something other than 150. Highly possible. It's very possible. Let's check the control. Let's check this. So that sets it to 400, which is the organic movement component has a default speed. Default speed, I'm pretty sure, is the max desired speed. Let's check the controller. Maybe the controller has something that overrides the speed. Nothing. 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 A whole lot of hoopla. Hoopla! Maybe we need to put this up top too. I know it's a stupid idea, but it might just work. I shouldn't have to do this though. Like we should not have to do that. No, he still looks stupid. What the hell? Show me the walk animation. What is it supposed to look like? Yeah, it's supposed to look like that. Why isn't he doing that? I want to see ground speed. If I set this to 150, what happens? It doesn't change any. Wait, what? Why is should move a fucking thing? Why is this a thing? Just use the ground speed. Something's not right here. Use grid to true. Do we have to use the grid? See, it looks like it's going over here. Oh, wait, this isn't the actual... Wait, what? So here we have the walk run. But then my actual blend space looks like this. So, oh my god, it made its own local version? See, I'm okay with that sometimes, but if I change the fucking thing... So is this one different? Oh my god. It's like that new feature that I saw that I was like, dude, that's so cool. And now it's biting me in the fucking ass. Oh, fuck you. Unreal. Are you kidding me? Whatever, man. What a bunch of coconuts. Thank you, Tim Sweeney. Great idea. There, now he's got the swag. Look at him go. Look at him go. We're so in. All right, anyways, technically this should not start at 0. This should technically start at... Great, I can't even fucking change... Oh, whatever. Fuck you. I'm gonna go to the actual thing. Delete the idle. We don't want the idle. We want the walk as the minimum. And now we got our system. Now we got to go back to this thing. We got to get out of this. We got to put in the actual one. Okay, I thought it would be your choice to make a blend space local. So it's doing its own thing. I didn't think it would do it all the time. And I got to say, that's really stupid. Kind of. Like, what's the point of me making the file then if it just... Okay, whatever. That should blend a bit better. Okay, never mind. I was hoping to see his walk animation blend. Alright, there you go. That looks a little better. Now that he has animations, we can change his whole blend space. So, now what we can do, we can give him, we can crash the engine. I hit the back button. You should not hit the back button. You always go forward in Unreal. You never go backwards. You always go forward. Never go back, always forward. I want to see if maybe I had a response to that Steam Deck post. No. Okay, that worked. So now I know. When you change the blend space, it doesn't actually update it. Good stuff. Love that. Love that. Awesome. Hell yeah. Wahoo! You need to drag the blend space in from the asset browser? Why? Why can't I just type in blend space? And then use the blend space? Why? Blend space player? Do I gotta use this one? Is this the one I'm supposed to use? Maybe this is the one I'm supposed to use. But wait, let's check. Let's check. Ah, that's the one I gotta use. Aha, I see. Okay. Yes. It's the player. I see. It's the player. That's the one. You want to use that one. Gotcha. Gotcha. I wish that was a bit more obvious. I'm too stupid. Okay, so we have locomotion. We need a form when you're aggro. So let's copy paste it. We'll do aggro locomotion. And then we'll do blend pose by bool. Blend poses by bool. False should be this one. True should be this one. And then I think the active value is going to be as focal point, I believe is what we're using for the aggro state. We don't have a start and end. We're gonna, or like a begin on all fours and then end on all fours. Don't worry, we'll work on that. So then in aggro, we're gonna choose a different idle, which is on all fours. It's gonna look pretty bad when he goes on all fours. That's okay. That's okay. We can figure it out. That's all right. Okay, so then aggro. Then for this, I want to do a very similar thing. We'll do walk. Fours, walk anim. And then run. Let's see if there's some different fours animations actually. It's just run. Huh? What? I kind of like the on two legs animations more. I feel like. Did I model a werewolf? No, it's a marketplace asset. Is there train rot certified 6-7 tongue to slowly decompose the werewolf's brain? I don't know what the fuck. What are you speaking in a different language? This is an English only stream. What are you saying? Yeah, probably. I'm sure. The wooden guy? Who is the wooden guy? And why is he wooden? Guys? Guys? Oh, I forgot to drag in the... Whoopsies. I think I do kind of prefer him running at you on his legs, though. I think he should run a lot faster, man. I think he looks a lot creepier when he runs on his two legs. What do you guys think? We could try increasing his speed when he aggroes. But I feel like he just looks creepier being so tall running at you. And then yeah, he could go on all fours when he's like about to leap at you. That could be one that could be like an indicator that he's about to leap at you. Either way, I think we got to turn that into an animation as well, so let's go here. We'll call aggro move speed. Default will be 400. What? Don't we change the move speed from here? Oh no, we do from here. Whoopsies. If you want very simple distance matching blending, where feet don't slide, set a current curve value for every walk animation with the correct velocity. So the play rate in the blend space with ground speed / curve value equals play rate because the feet slide a bit. Yeah, I think that's just on a base like of finding the right speeds for this guy. Because we haven't done any sort of like matching yet. So that will have to be something that we end up doing. Technically this will have to be 600. Because we want the aggro move speed to be 600. Let's see if 600 looks good though. He gave up. He's going home. he's going on break. It's a company mandated break. He looks so much creepier when he's like on his legs. I think we do just the legs for now. I don't know if I like the four-legged run personally. I don't know if I like it. Doesn't look very creepy versus like. Just imagine this motherfucker running at you on his legs. I feel like that just looks so much more. We do have to fix his rotation rate. Like, that's something I think we gotta fix. He rotates very, very slowly. See how that looks. I don't know if that'll look weird. Ow. Now, of course, we have to give him like proper attack animations as well. So that should probably help. What's his turn rate? Or his rotation rate? It should be somewhere in here. Rotation rate is 200. I think we can set that to like 300 or something. We might want to even change that when he's aggroed. Hey, get out of my face, man. Youch! Let's try it with the on all fours again. God, his walk looks kind of stupid though. We have to give him a little, we do have to work on his walk a little bit. Okay, what do we work on next then? Let me see. Which one looks creepier? His attack animations when he's on his two legs? Or his attack animation when he's on all fours? Dude, this is like really fast. Is he gonna dive at you like Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's 2? I don't know. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's. These animations are lacking anticipation. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to slow down the beginning frames. They're not the best animations ever. Yeah, I think he, by default, runs on his 2 legs. But when he's going to start preparing for a leap, he should go on all 4s. Do we have a transition animation when he goes on all 4s? Eyes can maybe change color once it becomes alerted. We could look into doing stuff like that. Those are like more detailed stuff for sure. First, I want to, for the visuals, I definitely want to give him fur, like fur cards, like some actual proper fur. Oh, he has a 2-legged jump anim too. And stop. Whatever my Windows is doing. Hover over the fucking thing, please. I can't read it. I hate you. Oh, it's like getting hit. We don't really need those. Backed idle jump? Uh-huh. Maybe we just give him a basic jump animation for now. The thing is, these jump animations have like a the actual beginning of the landing is at around 20 seconds. So we'd have to start calculating when does the jump want to occur and when does the landing occur. Which means we got to do like a bunch of prediction shit. What if there was a cartoony angry flex animation that gave the player some time to react when spotted? I feel like we don't really need that. For this guy, technically, we are going to do something. The howling animation is going to be a whole like debuff. Like you have a decreased range of... So he will have an aggro kind of thing. But I don't want to be too like, we do want the player to immediately react quickly. These look like root motion animations. I think they are, but we can make them non-root animation. Let's maybe let's keep the aggro. Let's has jumped. How are we doing the get has jumped? Grounded is airborne velocity. We want to restart when entering. No, not conduit. Jump loop. Use automatic rule based on sequence player and state. I think it's jump long anim. And then we can loop this, loop animation. This one we do not want to loop. And then landing, which I think has landed. We'll see if that's actually correct or not. Land, jump, end. Not looping, and then we go back into running as a automatic transition. Okay, let's see if that did the trick. Well, would you look at that? It did nothing at all. Let me debug this real quick. It's possible well, actually it is very possible that he's going to idle. Because we do notice him go into the T pose or idle pose. He is actually transitioning to jumpstart. Why isn't he playing the animation though? We need balls swinging and shrinking in the cold? What do you think this is? Red Dead Redemption? Hold on, I'll be right back. All right. Has jumped should be playing. Is it possible that he, when he dives, goes back to locomotion rather than angry? Oh yeah, weird. It's like not... Whenever he dives or jumps... Whenever he jumps, this is no longer playing? What? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh. There's already a jumping system in here. Okay, well, I just wasted my time. There's apparently already a jumping system. Why is it just like over here though? Okay, well, I guess that's good for me, I guess. I don't know. Jump, run, start. Jump, run, start. Fall loop. Jump, long. Yep, I think it's that one. And then landing, jump, end. Jump, run, end. Okay. Let's see if that works. Let's see how that looks. We just saw him do it a little bit. Kind of looked really funny. Okay. I think the loop is not in the right spot. Again, probably the root motion. Yeah. Okay. So who the fuck? He doesn't have a root bone. I gotta look at this asset. And I gotta give it a 1 star. I gotta give it 0 stars. Let me see. What does it say in the description? The description says nothing. Why did I buy this? Rigged to the epic skeleton. No. Okay. I'm an idiot. Clearly. Why did I buy this? That confirms this was AI generated. This was something. This was something, all right. Where did I get it from? Fab. How much was it? I don't know. Probably not that much. What's the current issue? Our jump animation's not in the right spot. Luckily, we should be able to mostly fix this by doing this, and then we should be able to manually key it, and then where is the apply button? They don't have one anymore. I guess the apply button is gone. That should be fine. That dive animation is not good. We're gonna need a different dive animation. That's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna... I'm telling you right now, that's not gonna cut it. This is not good. I could maybe blend an attack animation into it. Alternatively, I could turn the dive into a root montage rather than a launch. But man, that idle, that loop, not good. It's just not, it looks stupid. It looks more stupid than it is scary. Okay, hear me out. Crazy idea. Loop. Crazy idea. We do this. Let's see how this looks. It might work. He just has to attack us, like actually hit us when he leaps. Sometimes he doesn't hit for some reason. I don't know what's going on. He's like not attacking. Okay, and then maybe we can blend that. Bone by channel? No, bone. How do you blend bones? The specific blend bones? Layered blend per bone. There we go. So we'll do base pose and then blend pose. Great, I gotta figure out the fucking bones because they're not using traditional bones. So we have right thigh and left thigh. We have tail. So I'm thinking the attack could use his right collarbone and I guess left collarbone. We'll do a blend depth of 1. And then left collarbone. Excuse me. Please don't dive off the level. Honestly, we could safely assume that the attack animation might only happen for how many seconds? .3. We might make the leap a little bit less, like, high. He is jumping pretty high. This might work. Just the one arm. Although I might want to choose the other arm. Dude, he's too fast. You can't even run away from him. Hold on. Let's slow him down a little bit. He's going a little too fast. I might have made his speed a little fast. Dude, what the fuck? Where's the value to change his speed? No, defaults. There you go. Thank you. 500. Just make him go invisible after the leap. Oh, dude, hell yeah. He just jumps way too high. Where's the leap? Check for leap. Add impulse plus 450 for the Z. Oh, we're guesstimating. Okay. We're super guesstimating. Let's do plus 300 for the Z velocity. But yeah, I got this from Fab, but we're gonna have to do some major edits to him. Oh, he uses the distance. as a multiplier. for the impulse. I don't know how I feel about that. I think this should be an animation. The attack animation. Like yeah, I'm thinking motion warping might be a good candidate here. But the thing is, the full animation, the jump animation, looks like ass. It really looks like ass. I think the jump just does not look very good. What's motion warping? It's a new thing for root motion that allows you to basically modify the root motion rather than you having to manually do that shit yourself, which can be very annoying. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Looks a little janky, but looks alright. I think the thing is when he jumps, he should, when he jumps, he shouldn't turn while jumping. You know what I mean? He shouldn't be able to turn while jumping. Can you, is there a way of changing that? I know we can change the rotation rate, but can we change it so he can't turn while in air? Let's see. Let's see. Target bone to transform before the notify window ends. Move a target bone. Is it a target bone? Last time I used it was for the zombie thing, so it's been a really, really long time. It's been a really long time. So if I set the rotation rate here to, let's do like 50. And then we can read on landed, which please tell me it's a thing. It's not a thing. Fuck. No, is it not an event I can override? Oh, come on. I guess we could do this. Set the rotation rate back to, I think it is 300. Let's see how that looks. Wait, what? Oh, that's for character. Wait, no, that's for character too. Wait, what? Oh my god, I can't assign anything here. U function, find function checked? Wait, can I override the function in here? By just naming it? I'm confused about that part of the code. Can someone explain this to me? Find function checked? Can I make a custom event called onLanded? Or do I call it this? Or do I call onLanded? Will it call this? Let me see here. If you call onLanded, you call that function. Yeah, but wow, I can't even assign anything to it. We could do movement mode changed. Is that considered a movement mode changed? I don't know. I don't know if that... I don't think that's gonna... Oh man. Why is that so complicated? Okay, let's go here. We'll go to... No, I don't want to edit it here. I want to edit this. No, I don't want to edit this. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, this is the root one. If I make a child blueprint of this, maybe I could, possibly modify some stuff. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to see the good stuff. Event onLanded. Event dispenser. onLanded. Impact velocity. Can I replace this? Oh, fuck. Can I replace this without breaking everything? Shit. Is there a way for me to replace this, actually? Oh, no. I don't think there's any way I can just naturally replace this in Blueprint. I can retarget the class itself, but I can't... Oh, shit. Because there's so many, like, input stuff in here, you know what I mean? Alright, well... NPC, organic movement component. Okay, so this is 1,000. That's 150. Uh-huh. This should show me anything different. So was it just those two variables that we changed? Really? Nope. Oh, great. This is good. Thank you, Unreal. You're supposed to technically show me something here to show me that something's edited in here, but I guess not. I guess go fuck myself. You could do an anim notify in a landed montage. I could, but then we're relying on the animation, and sometimes notifies don't call, and the rotation's pretty important. Sure. Yeah, I wouldn't want to rely on the animation to give us that information. I think it's okay. I think that's about it. So now we'll just copy the name of that. We'll delete that one. We'll rename this one, so then everything... All right, we'll be right back. Okay. Let me guess. We lost all of our progress. Oh, hey, it's right here. But I don't know what we changed. Okay, we changed that and changed that. All right. So now, I'm just going to have to delete this. And then, well, first off, we'll just do this. And then we'll do this. Okay, cool. But then we got to do this. Mm-hmm. No. That we don't care about. This we do care about. Oh, fuck. Dude, show me the thing. Thank you. And then this guy over here has a call to the other one, NPC organic movement component. Dude, this preview instance thing is so annoying. It's so annoying. Okay, I think we changed everything. I think I can safely go here. Compile, save, 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 save. Hit the save button. Delete that. Compile, save. And then everything breaks. All right. What? Okay, guys. He's not leaping at the player anymore. Uh-oh. Wait, I think I know what the problem was. Max grounded velocity Z. I got it. I got it. Wait, no, that's not it. Oh no. What? This is literally two different, these revisions are not correct. They're not showing me the correct things. All right, let's just, whatever. Okay, I think he's jumping. See, you see this rotation rate is not updated. As you can see, his yeah, we need to plug that in because I forgot to plug that in. Now we should be able to plug it in now that we have the event dispatcher. Enemy on landed. Yes, man. Okay, yes, all that work just for one fucking node that should have been there to begin with. Okay, so now he's not awkwardly rotating while in midair, which I think looks a lot better. Ow. He needs a proper attack animation. We need to give him a proper attack animation. Either that or we increase his contact capsule. And that could be a thing for now, at least. Yeah, something's wrong with the attacks. Am I finally doing monsters? I'm working on him a little bit. I'd be working on him a little bit. Something is not right with the contact damage, though. We got some bugs that we need to fix. It passed me, put in a different system for the begin overlap, and not good, not good. Please refactor this whole thing. All right, past me. All right, past me. Remember the 100 floor game you did the sword thing trying to replicate from the God of War video? That would go great for his arms. The sword thing? Which sword thing? Oh, spawning collision boxes through the swing. Yeah, we're gonna have to do, we still don't have an attack animate, like a proper attack thing for his, God, this sucks. Okay, just do this. Please refactor the whole thing. Yes, don't you worry, we will. We have quite a bit of work to do here, because I do like it when he's... Pause. Pause. Nope, that's not the button. Ow! Model the werewolf. Fab. We don't know if it's AI, but we don't know if it's AI yet, okay? We don't know that. We're just assuming. Feeling a lot like AI though. This video's a really good watch. What's this one? Reverse engineered Guilty Gear's impossible art style. Okay, that's not going to happen, but I will put that on the back burner. I still got to watch I tested the Witcher 4's demos animation tech. I've had that tab open for like, I think a week. I think I've had that shit open for a week now. Does he look better with normals? He kind of, yeah, he kind of does. But I think we still want to put some fur cards, I think. Send me that tab. I gotta watch that for dinner. Here, I got it. I got you. Okay, he's okay. He's still got a lot of work to do. Still got a lot of work to do. I think him diving and then like reaching his arms out at you would be a lot more creepy looking. And then, if anything, maybe instead of him just attacking you, maybe he like grabs onto you or something. That could be interesting. He's not a brown pill anymore. This is progress. That is true. That is true. He used to be a brown pill. He used to be a brown capsule. It's still not there yet, though. It looks more cartoony than it does scary. Some texture messing with him. I might try to do that off stream. Just try to get some fur on him. And then I'm going to have to skin him again. Reskin him. This is going to be fun. How's he going to fit through doors and stuff? I think he should be able to still fit through the doors. Otherwise, we might have to give him like a little bending over animation. The hell is that noise? Oh shit, you see him over there? Like I could see his silhouette. You know, Mitnick? Start my solo game dev journey this summer, make my first horror game. Hey, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, he looks okay. He's a bit stupid looking. Dare I say stupid looking. At the moment. We need to give him like proper attack animations, some proper sound effects. A lot of we need to retexture him. We need to give him fur. Yeah. We? Yeah, we. Us. We. Like, yeah, he fits the character. He's not very scary looking. He's also muscular as fuck, man. Look at him. What is he doing now? Look at this idiot. Uh-oh. Youch! Get me out of here! How much of the game of revenue do we get? A solid 0%. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that awesome? How much taxes will you pay? A lot. Did I just learn Unreal by just doing games or tutorials? A little bit of both. Yeah, okay, this werewolf's gonna need a lot of work. This werewolf gonna be a lot of work. A lot of work. He's gonna need a lot of work. Looks a lot nicer than the capsule, though. Well, yeah, but still shit. Yes, but still shit. Yes, but still shit. Yeah. What's the pitch of the game? Co-op survival horror. You and your friends are employees of a train and have to keep it running while also surviving from the passengers. It's like 5 million fucking sound effects in here, dude. Passengers are monsters, by the way. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of self-evident. In a monster society. Maybe I should fit that somewhere in the thing. Did I make all the 3 assets myself? No, no. No, not just me, no. Side jobs. Blowjobs. Part-time jobs. I'm hungry. Dude, I'm so heckin' hungry, man. I'm so heckin' flippin' hungry. I could eat a cow. The whole thing. Get some McDonald's? Are you trying to kill me? In a monster society, dramatic pause. Dramatic music intensifies. You and 3 friends employed by Umbra are tasked to ring ring keep the train running. Tong tong fucking things fucking falling over the place. Gear brake. I don't know. I'm just spitting ideas here. You and your friends must keep ping pong ping ding the train running. Oh shit. Train. Rod. What? I don't know. That's a great idea. Let me add that to the list. I'm not adding it to the list. Ah! Nah, some people are going to see the trailer and they're going to be like, developer voice. No thanks. You got to get the real guy. Who's the real guy? Who's the guy who does the movie trailers? What's his name? Is he alive? Grok. Grok, please make me a trailer that sounds really awesome and will sell millions. Make no mistakes. Or else I will kill you. Hire the dude who did the Quake voices? Would that work? 50s B movie trailer aesthetic? Yes, man. Yes, man. Does this gear ever break? You spin me right round, baby, right round. Oh, hey, look at that. We need more tasks. Well, we need more monsters. We need more work on the monsters. And more tasks. We need everything. We need a bit of everything. We need more video game. Or we're lacking in the video game department. What is the... hold on. What does the werewolf look like at nighttime, though? Now, we saw him at daytime. What's he like at nighttime? The hell's the music doing? It's starting to, like, whisper in my ears and shit. What the fuck? I'm getting creeped out. Alright. Okay, let's see. We're now in night mode. I was hearing voices. That's your inner conscious. It's telling you to buy suit for hire right now. 65% off. Buy suit for hire. 65% off. Also, get a Big Mac at McDonald's for $4.99. Making the monsters look scary is going to be quite the challenge. How long does Suit for Hire take to develop? I don't want to talk about it. Too long. Too long. Way too long. How long did it take you to finish high school or secondary school? Well, that's how long. Plus a little bit extra. Hello, werewolf. Please do not be in the... Oh, motherfucker. He spawned on the second floor. Wait. Hold on. I can actually get up there. How do you look up here? Do you look stupid? Yeah, you do kind of look stupid. I don't know, he just doesn't look very scary. Maybe he needs more sounds? Maybe it's the sounds. Maybe it is the sounds. Maybe we need to increase the rate of his animation speed as well. Because he does run pretty fast. Rate scale, 1.3. Can you have a sniffing sound that's really loud in your ear? He's like, I don't know. No? Where am I? Birder-ding, birder-ding. I think he needs sound effects. He needs the fur. He needs slightly better animations. Possibly, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. We need music. We need sound effects. Turn off the music. I have an idea. Do I have a pause menu? Oh my god, I do. Holy shit. Actually, I don't think that pauses the game. I don't think, guys, the game's not paused. Creepy ambience music. Dark ambience, horror background music, 10 hours. Yes, man. Wait, no, let me search that up on Spotify. Hold on, I fucked this up. Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on. Spooky ambience. What the hell is half this shit? What the hell is this Harry Potter music? Okay, which one is the very creepy Minecraft song? Death. What the hell was that? Are you kidding me right now, man? What? Let's do horror ambience. Okay, horror ambience. What if we, instead of spooky, we search up horror? Yes. Yes, man. All right. Maybe this is what we need, some ambience. Some proper ambience. Uh-oh. I don't think I want to go that way. We can't hear the game? Wait. Oh my god, this entire time you guys haven't been able to hear the game? Guys? You guys haven't been able to hear the game the entire time? What about now? What? There's two of them? There's two? Since when? Why are there two? Hmm. Oh, he gave up. He's going home. He's getting his lunch at Chipotle. Oh, shit. I'm stuck. Alright. I did not know that you guys don't hear anything. Do you guys hear all the sounds now? Don't tell me. How many streams have have we not had any sound effects? Some nice footstep sounds. Where'd you get them from? Some are probably from Boom Library. It wasn't the entire stream. Maybe like when it crashed, it like fucked up OBS. You guys like this? You guys like what you hear? Oh, there's free sounds? I think mostly... Boom! Library. God, I wish that had a sound effect. Ding dong, like fucking metal sounds. I gotta put that in, man. We gotta make it so we can throw things at monsters. We're missing that element in the game. Since when do we have a sledgehammer? We got a sledgehammer now. It's just, we can't equip it yet because like there's no you can't use it yet. Idiot. Whoop. Whoop. Ow. Uh-oh. Here, have this. All right. Good stream. I'm gonna go eat. I'm hungry. Getting a headache. We got a lot of work to do on these monsters. Youch. We have a lot of work ahead of us. A lot of work ahead of us. A lot of work to do on these monsters. Only 27 more to go. I think these first two are a good, like, way to get the foundations. And then once we have the foundations, then we can figure out the rest for the other guys. You know what I mean? Yes. I'll see you guys. This is what... and dark ambient horror music. Dark ambient horror music, dark soundtrack, creepy music. Very scary. Very scary. All right. Okay, quiet down for a second, please. All right, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for lurking, chatting, sticking around. I'll see you guys on tomorrow. On tomorrow. Stream on tomorrow. Off tonight, on tomorrow. Yes. Good. Hungry, am. Yes, good. Eat. Food. Very good. Happy. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.